And since this topic about anti-aging has resonated so well, it seems, I thought I would share more tips. Like one person was saying that I looked young enough already. Like why were people obsessed about, anti-aging and all that other stuff? And I have to say is the reason I'm looking relatively well preserved at 58 is because of the stuff that I'm telling you. And I wouldn't be telling you if people didn't ask, what do you do? So that's the only thing that I'm sharing. It's not like I have a problem getting old, even though, I do fight the gray. You see that, and I do use those serums to try to slow down the ravages of time on my face and stuff. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's just like if you bought a brand new car, you'd want to preserve it as long as you can. You've been given a gift, and so I'm an advocate of taking care of every gift that God has given you. And I think a healthy body is something that you are supposed to do your absolute best to maintain. And that's what I try to do. That's one of the reasons you see me exercising all the time, why I'm always promoting water instead of soda and all those other things. And so I'm just trying to, hopefully, to let a lot of women who are younger than I am to realize earlier that you need to start doing something instead of waiting until you are in your 50s and then feeling really sad that you could have done better. There's nothing worse. Well, there's some things that are worse, but there's nothing worse than getting to a certain age and saying, wow, I really should have taken care of my neck. Wow, I really should have taken care of my face. Wow, I really should have, lost weight while it was easier, because it does get infinitely harder with each decade that passes. Why I try to urge women not to wait until menopause to start saying, hey, I want to lose weight, because all of a sudden the things that you could eat at 35 and 45 are different than the things that you can eat at 55 and still maintain the same weight. So I'm just here, trying to share the wisdom that I'm learning as I get closer to 60. I cannot believe that in less than 2 years I will be 60, but that's okay. I'm enjoying this window, this grace period that the Lord has given me, because for some of you who've heard me tell my story, when I was younger, I was a little chubby chubster. And so when I was in high school, people didn't think I was cute. Guys didn't think I was fine. I was like in that awkward period where, clothes didn't fit me well. I didn't have enough boobs. I didn't have enough butt. I couldn't get my hair right. And so I didn't really get my groove on back in my teens and early 20s. In fact, I didn't really start hitting my stride until after I had met my future husband. And so I was heavier when I met my husband back at 19 than I am now at 58. So I really believe I have some stuff to share. And for those of you who are thinking you have to be at your ideal weight to get your husband, you do not. I was not. He's very happy now, seeing how things have turned out at 58. But for those of you who are thinking about, oh, I can't find my Mr. Right because, I'm at a certain weight. Don't worry about that. Just do the best with what you have. I think that's what a lot of men want anyway. They just want us to do the best with what we have. And if we can be honest, a lot of times we're not doing the best that we can. And also for the lady who said when she tuned into my Auntie Carolyn video where I was talking about ladies who want to get married and she thought it would be for women 45 and older, well, you ain't said nothing but a thing. I'll definitely make a video on that at some point. That video was targeting women, or a woman in particular who asked me to make that video. So the secret that I should not share is that I will do requests if it's easier to make a video than to write something. Okay, so what I wanted to share today were some more of my anti-aging tips and just overall, good care for what you actually have. One of the things I recommend is that you stand up straight and have good posture. I think that that goes a long way in terms of making you look more youthful. I have really good posture, and usually my hair is like, kind of big or whatever. So a lot of times people are thinking that I'm around 6 feet or something. I am not. I am 5'7.5" for someone who asked me, and I tend to wear heels. I must say, I like to wear espadrilles and shoes with platforms. In fact, I'm wearing one of my favorite shoes right now that I got from the Macy's at Herald Square probably about 5 years ago. Notice it has platforms because your girl can't wear high heels that just have that little thin bottom because they're uncomfortable. And so this isn't completely a stiletto or whatever, but with that platform going all the way back, that helps, my feet, because my feet can't deal with regular heels. So, why did I say that? Oh, so by the time I put those shoes on with my 5'7.5" height and my standing up straight, that might make my collarbones look more pronounced where someone thinks something's wrong with me. It's not. Praise the Lord. People think I'm really tall, but I'm not. But I think that regardless of your height, you can definitely look slimmer. You'll help your spine. You'll look more youthful if you just stand up straight. And I mean, if you suck in that gut too, that will really, really go a long way in making your clothes look better, making you feel better. So that's one of the tricks that I'm employing every day. I stand up straight and put those shoulders back. It gives you more confidence when you're going into a room where you might be a little unsure of yourself. So that's number one. And then also in terms of weight, I'm not saying that you have to be at your ideal weight to, live a great life and to, to find a husband, to be successful. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if you do things to help you be closer to your ideal weight, obviously it's going to help you to be more healthy. Maybe you'll take less medicines when you're my age. Maybe you won't, have diabetes. Maybe you won't have issues with cholesterol or blood pressure. Those are all things that, are probably knocking on my door, and I'm trying to do everything in my power to avoid those things. So one of the tips that I want to give secondly is when you're at restaurants, save money and calories by ordering water. So many times I go out to restaurants and they ask ladies, like, what would you like to drink? And they're either asking for a soda, whether it's diet or regular, or they're asking for iced tea, things with calories. And one of the ways that I stay, closer to my ideal weight is I'm ordering water all the time because, I've grown a taste for it and I actually enjoy it. But like, if you can see this picture at all, I'm not sure how the light is. This is 20 years ago when I was with my boys at Hershey Park, and I'm about 10 pounds heavier there than I am now. And I happen to think that I look better at 58 than I was looking in this picture because this was a difficult time in my life. I was in, management, in IT and working long hours, whether I was at home or not. When they were asleep, I was up working and, eating Oreos at the time, eating cookies. And definitely that's when I drank soda. I no longer drink soda. It's a complete waste of calories, in my opinion. And I think that could contribute to you being 10 pounds slimmer in a year if you change no other habit. Just, cutting back or cutting out sodas. I think it would make a big difference in your life and you would look more youthful, because I think I look more youthful at 58 than I did at 38. So that's the only reason you hear that. Not trying to say you can't get a husband, because you can. I did, but it helps you to be healthier and to look more youthful. Okay, and then number 3, buy clothes and shoes that are comfortable. Like you notice I mentioned these shoes, which are my favorites, or one of my favorites, and I even have these in mocha brown. But like if you wear things that make you feel good about yourself, like this is a nice cardigan that I just threw over a shirt that I have, like a little short sleeve shirt, and with a skirt that I got from TJ Maxx a long time ago. And the thing of it that I can tell you is that it's loose now. It used to be tighter years ago, and so the intermittent fasting, the not drinking sodas, the consistent exercise, that actually helped my middle not to be soft like it was a few years ago. And so when you bust out and, and then you are firmer, people see definition in your muscles, which will happen if you keep working out and cut calories where you can. Not saying that you can't enjoy things, because I don't know if you've seen the videos where I talk about on the weekends, I eat sweets. I don't eat them during the week, but on the weekends, you know, your girl has a great time and you can still have a great time, but I'm just encouraging you to make good choices. And I'm sweating because I'm trying to keep the room as bright because so many people are talking about, you know, the room is dark. That light coming in, hitting the camera, my camera hates that. So that's why you see me trying to do something. And for you to know, this lovely screen, like the Bible talks about all things working together for good. I bought this probably about 10 years ago from, I think, a Marshall's or a TJ Maxx. And I was like, it doesn't have any purpose, but it has Paris on it. It's so cute. Who knew that it would fit over my French door during videos 10 years later? So I'm so glad I kept it. It was like $39. So it's a nice savings, but hopefully it's letting the video be brighter. But anyway, clothes, buy fun clothes. Don't just say, oh, well, you know, I'm 40, I need to dress more conservatively. You can find fun, sexy, cute clothes that, you know, you can wear with your kids. You can wear, you know, wherever you wind up going, but they can be youthful and make you feel really good about yourself. And that's what I recommend. And also, speaking of that, I say have a sense of adventure. Have things to look forward to. And you don't have to have a lot of money, because like some of you might say, well, you know, maybe one day when I have money, I can do that too. Not necessarily. Or at least I'm not saying that necessarily. What I mean is there are things to be done regardless of, you know, your income or your budget, whether you're getting excited to go on a trip, whether you're getting excited to go to a local park or to sit in your downtown area eating some ice cream with someone that you love or really like. Those are all things that you can do. Or whether you take a hike, or whether you like go sit by a lake, or just sit and watch planes take off if you live near an airport. Wherever there's a safe place to do that. Don't, you know, sneak on any airport grounds or anything like that. But you can find things to do. You can Google everything else. Google free spots in your area where you can go and dream and take like a notebook and write down things that you're trying to achieve and to do. Give yourself something to look forward to. Whether you're 40, 50, 60, it's not over. You know, for a lot of people at 60, it was just beginning. So I think you should give yourself something to look forward to, a sense of purpose. Always be working towards something. And I think that that will definitely help you to look more youthful and to feel better about yourself. And if there's some things that are not going right, definitely, regardless of your faith, pray about them. And, you know, just take a chance. It might work for you. There have been so many times I wasn't sure, you know, and I prayed and things turned around. Maybe not like that, but they turned around over time. So don't give up. Hang in there, keep pushing. That sense of adventure and excitement and a belief that things are going to turn around, it'll take a lot of the worry and the wear and tear off of your face. And I think that that will help you to look more youthful as well. So hopefully that helps somebody out there. But I gotta get back to work to finish up my work day. And I hope that that helped you. If it did, please let me know. If you have questions or would like me to do other videos along these lines, please let me know and I'd be happy to do it. But until the next time, you guys have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.